Next up is Ed Mills, who's running for Senate in the 32nd District and a close personal friend of mine, so please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you, Mark, for the event tonight. I'm sorry it's already lasted longer than I promised everybody it would. But we did really believe in this event and Republicans taking over again in 2010. And I don't know where Mirj is at. If somebody sees Mirj out there in Verde, I'd like to really give him a round of applause for giving us this beautiful place and setting for this kickoff meeting. And all my guests for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. And I know there's other places that y'all could be. I think we all recognize that this is a critical time. Things are not going in government right now. And so we show up on a cold fall night in Fountain Square Park, not to just get out and enjoy the city, the scenery, this beautiful square, because we're a growing number of concerned citizens that demand real change. I want to thank my family for being here tonight, and all the support they do on my day-to-day. God has blessed me with a great family and their support, and it's through the will of God that I expand my serving phase of my life. My family and I started HitSense 10 years ago. Matter of fact, December 1st is when the boys were 16. So we're coming up to do that celebration here next month. And Macy was only 6. So now she's growing up in front of my eyes. And I want to have her the same opportunities that the boys did 10 years ago. I'm afraid 5 years from now, her opportunities are going to be, a lot less. She'll have to move away to get a job or have a hard time finding a job. But the more opportunities we create here in our state, the more opportunities she'll have and her classmates to stay home and stay around their family. You know, the government seems to be more controlled in D.C., and in my opinion, this administrative type of control will wipe out the private sector and make it harder to build and sustain small business. We all know that the private sector should be creating jobs, not the government. We need a business attitude in Kentucky, one that leads our state proactively in a strong direction. We need leaders with common sense and a business sense who can bring jobs to our state, to our county, and to our city. Our great country allows a man and a woman to achieve success at any level they desire. I want policies in place to create new jobs and grow our local economy so everyone has a chance to succeed, as my good friend Mirja has in this country. We need to be leaders in education as well. Kentucky schools should emphasize academics rather than attitudes and social agendas. Our schools need to set the standards for education, not measure up to it. The state has the resources with higher education combined with the small enough size for us to be a leader in education and not a follower. I believe Kentucky can be the greatest state in the Union. We have all the tools in place. Our weather, we have 4 great seasons. We're located in the middle of the country. We just have a tremendous opportunity in our state to make a difference. We need leaders now. People with short and long range plans. They use common sense and business sense, and leaders with energy to make things happen. I know I'm one of those leaders. I have 30 years experience with General Motors, and good times and bad, I'll say, and with 10 years of small business with HitSense in my family. I understand the path to success, and my big and small experience will guide me through policy change for the good of the people. In closing, I want to thank my executive committee for putting this together. Mark, Crystal, my lovely wife, say hi. Don Bolton, see her somewhere, there she is. Tim, where's Tim at?
In the back.
Where, Tim? We'll make you come up here. Tim was supposed to speak, but he's doing the back door guy. And I didn't leave anybody out, right? And one of my dearest and closest friends, Christy Lowry. I always save her for last. She is my liberal arm on my committee. A hard-nosed Democrat her whole life. But she understands it's not about politics. It's about who you are as a person. And I want to introduce Tim as my campaign manager. He's the vice president of the College Republicans. A lot of them came out tonight. And I really appreciate his experience. If you've read the paper, it's some great experience he brings to the table. Because me, Mark, Don, Christy, and Crystal have no idea what we're doing. And the last thing I want to know is how many days do we have to make a difference?
364.
How many days do we have to make a difference?
365.
Come on, how many days do we have to make a difference?
365.
Thank you. Go home or stay around and talk to these wonderful people. You finally beat them.